we would say in Minion language. And happy Halloween, my first grade friends! It is an early happy Halloween for sure, because tomorrow is our actual Halloween day, but we get to celebrate it today in our virtual classes, and I'm so excited to see you in your costumes if you chose to wear one, okay? I am going to go ahead and get started in our lesson today, and our objective says, I will have fun learning math with a sprinkle of Halloween. So have your fingers ready, and we can go ahead and repeat after me. Ready, friends? Here we go. I will have fun learning math with a sprinkle of Halloween. Like we said, we are going to have some fun today in math with a touch of Halloween to it, okay? We are going to read a story, and it's one of my favorite Halloween stories that I read to my first graders every year. It's called Broom on the Broom, and it's written by Julia Donaldson. So connection sign if you've ever heard of this story before. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you guys have heard of this story, and if you haven't, that's okay, because I'm sure you're gonna love this story no matter what. I want you to get your broomsticks ready, and let's go take off, friends! The witch had a cat and a very tall hat, and long ginger hair, which she wore in a plait. How the cat purred and how the witch grinned as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wailed and how the cat spat when the wind blew so wildly it blew off the hat. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. Then out of the bushes on thundering paws, there bounded a dog with the hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely, then eagerly said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head, I am a dog as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me? Yes, cried the witch, and the dog clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the fields and the forests they flew. The dog wagged his tail and the stormy wind blew. The witch laughed aloud and held on to her hat, but away blew the bow from her long ginger plait. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then out from a tree with an ear-splitting shriek, there flapped a green bird with her bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low. Then said, as the witch tied her plait in a bow, I am a bird, as green as can be. Is there room on the broom for a bird like me? Yes, cried the witch. So the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the reeds and the rivers they flew. The birds shrieked with glee, and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky to the back of beyond. The witch clutched her bow, but let go of her wand. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but no wand could be found. Then all of a sudden, from out of a pond, leapt a dripping wet frog with the dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely, then said with a croak, as the witch tried the wand on a fold of her cloak, I am a frog as clean as can be. Is there room on the broom for a frog like me? Yes, said the witch, so the frog bounded on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the moors and the mountains they flew. The frog jumped for joy, and the broom snapped in two. Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog. Down they went tumbling into a bog. The witch's half broomstick flew into a cloud, and the witch heard a roar that was scary and loud. I am a dragon as mean as can be, and I am planning to have witch and chips for my tea. No, cried the witch, flying higher and higher. The dragon flew after her, breathing out fire. Help, cried the witch, flying down to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon drew nearer, and licking his lips, said, maybe this once I'll have witch without chips. But just as he planned to begin on his feast, from out of a ditch rose a horrible beast. It was tall, dark, and sticky, and feathered and furred. It had 4 frightful heads. It had wings like a bird. In its terrible voice, when it started to speak, was a yell scowl and a growl and a croak and a shriek. It dripped and it squelched and it strode from the ditch, and it said to the dragon, "That's my witch." The dragon drew back and he started to shake. I'm sorry," he spluttered. "I made a mistake. It's nice to have met you, but now I must fly." And he spread out his wings and was off through the sky. Then down flew the bird, and down jumped the frog, down climbed the cat, and phew, said the dog. "And thank you, oh thank you," the grateful witch cried. "Without you, I'd be in that dragon's inside." Then she filled up her cauldron and said with a grin, "Find something, everyone, throw something in." So the frog found a lily, the cat found a cone, the bird found a twig, and the dog found a bone. They threw them all in, and the witch stirred them well. And while she was stirring, she muttered a spell. Iggity, ziggity, zaggity, zoom! And then out rose a truly magnificent broom, with seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, and nests for the bird and the shower for the frog. "Yes!" cried the witch, and they all clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. And that was our lovely story of Room on the Broom, and it's one of my favorites, friends. I hope you were able to find out why and enjoyed this and love this story too. So with that being said, our fun lesson today is going to be about math and also about this beautiful story called Room on the Broom. And what I'm going to ask you to do is make sure you look at the next 2 pages after this video to see Miss Lee's example. This is going to be Miss Lee's example, okay? So that way you know what to do when you get to your assignment. And friends, you only have to do 1 word problem, and you don't have to do both. It's up to you how many you want to do. But hopefully you'll be able to have some fun making your own word problems surrounding this story, Room on the Broom. Alright friends, I hope you have a happy Halloween tomorrow. And please be safe and make sure you're always with your grown-up. And enjoy the rest of your weekend, friends. And I will see you later, alligator!